every time I bring up RFK Jr., the number one question I get from the audience is, do you think that there could be a Trump-Kennedy ticket, Kennedy, some kind of deal, some kind of sharing agreement? What do you think about those rumors? Could something like that actually be hammered out behind the scenes?
So I have no idea whether either of them would actually want to do that, but it is a fascinating question because they clearly are both populists. They're both, a real danger to the mainstream media, to the government, to the big corporations, to the handful of billionaires who are running this country at the expense of the middle class. So I think that they do have things in common. Trump talks about building a wall. Bobby talks all about making the southern border impervious. So, Trump doesn't like foreign wars. Bobby says we should not be getting into these foreign wars. We should bring the troops home. We should spend that $200 billion rebuilding the middle class, building roads in this country, rebuilding this country to the city on a hill that it could be. So I think that there's a lot in common there. And so, whether they could actually partner together as a sort of like a party that would just be to kind of heal this country, to heal the divide, I don't think that's going to happen, but I can see the draw of it.
No, I agree with you. It seems as though, I'll put it this way, for every person I hear who suggests it, I hear two or three more that say not so much that they're against it, but that they just don't see it happening. That being said, though, I have been hearing some talk from names that I can't say on air because I'm not privy to, or I'm not at liberty to say, I guess I would say, but names that everyone would recognize if I said them, that have been saying they are banging the drum for a potential ticket here because of that. Now, let me ask you this. Since we're in the speculation camp here, and I think you're right, by the way, from a populist perspective, there are so many of these economic issues, and I do view these, by the way, foreign policy, war, trade, immigration. When it really comes down to it, these are all economic and national security posture issues. If not Trump, okay, if that's not the ticket, who do you think would be a good VP candidate to balance the ticket out for Bobby Kennedy?
Yeah, that's a tough question. That's something that I need to think about. I mean, I'm so focused on trying to help Bobby Kennedy. I just think he's such a good candidate. He's such an honest candidate who has no conflicts of interest, who's just going to go out there and on his first day, he's going to clean up the federal agencies of this country and make sure that they start working for the common people of this country, for the middle class,